Who is the most badass video game character of all time? We have Issac Clarke, Arthur Morgan, and Courier 6 from Fallout New Vegas. We're gonna judge these characters off 5 categories. So we have aura, achievements, friends, quotes, and combat. So first off, we're gonna start off with aura. So Issac Clarke, aura, I'm gonna give him a 6. Like, he looks badass. His suit is so freaking cool. He's done a lot of badass shit. But if you really think about it, Issac Clarke is just a depressed, lonely dude that simps over Ellie in Dead Space 3. He's kind of like a divorced dad in Dead Space 3 as well. So it's just like, his aura isn't as strong as it could be. Like, he's done so much badass things, but like, he's just depressed and sad all the time. It really does lower down his aura in terms of just like character and proudness. But yeah, so I'm gonna give him a 6. Then we have Arthur Morgan. So Arthur Morgan, based off aura alone, I'm gonna give him an 8. So Arthur Morgan, he's done a lot of cool things. I mean, he's literally robbed trains. He's literally held a train down just by standing on top of the tracks. Like, his aura is badass. Like, he's done a lot of badass things. Arthur Morgan, he looks badass. You could dress him up fancy, or you could dress him up as an idiot, but he looks super cool. Definitely love his hat. Aura 8. Then we have Courier 6. Now, Courier 6, based off aura alone, I'ma give him a 10. Like, Courier 6, if you're hating on Courier 6, if anyone out there with their limp dick is saying, dude, Courier 6, Fallout New Vegas, trash game, like, shut the fuck up. Like, Courier 6 literally rose from the dead and proceeded to take over the entire Mojave. And I only know one person that has risen from the dead, and that is Jesus Christ. So Courier 6, based off aura alone, I'm gonna give him a 10. Super badass. He looks super badass. Next, then we have achievements. So what has this character done? Were they good at those achievements? Did they, fulfill their roles successfully? So for Issac Clarke, based off achievements, I'm gonna give him a 9. So Issac Clarke, he was just some regular 9-to-5 dude on his way to a job. Then all of a sudden, everything went to hell. There's zombies everywhere, and all of a sudden he has to survive and get off the ship, and then he has to kill all these hive minds, these alien monsters, and then in Dead Space 2 he has to survive an entire city filled with necromorphs. So it's all gone to shit. He was just trying to clock in, get some money, then all of a sudden he has to fight an entire army of the undead. So Issac Clarke, achievements, survival, 9 out of 10, really good score. Arthur Morgan, achievements, I'm gonna give Arthur Morgan a 7. He's done a lot of cool things, but if you really think about it, he's kind of an asshole. He just robs and kills people and takes money and, scams people out of their money. So achievements, those are cool things, but kind of sucks. He's kind of an asshole. In the end, he did save his friends, so he did sacrifice his life, depending on what ending you choose. So I chose the good ending. So he did sacrifice his life for, John Marston and the others. So that's really cool. So for achievements, that's probably the greatest achievement you can do, is sacrifice your life for your friends. But he definitely fucked up a lot of bank heists, and he couldn't save all his friends. So for achievements, I'm gonna place him at 7. Just seems right. Then we have Courier 6. So Courier 6, achievements alone, I'm gonna give him 10 out of 10. Courier 6, if you do not know about Courier 6, this man literally took over the entire Mojave and proceeded to do whatever the fuck he wanted. So if he wanted to kill every faction, he could have killed every faction. If he wanted to nuke the NCR and the Legion and everyone, he could have done that. So like, based off what you did in Fallout New Vegas, Courier 6, 10 out of 10. This guy liberated entire regions. He slayed so many people and tribes and all that. So Courier 6, 10 out of 10. Achievements, it kind of seems like I'm glazing Courier 6, but this guy is so badass. If you've not played Fallout New Vegas, I urge you to do that now. 10 out of 10 video game, probably one of the best video games of all time. Next we have friends. So this is an interesting one. A lot of people say you can judge a person based off the company they keep, based off the people that have been successful around him, about the people that he's helped around them. So this is an interesting category. So for Issac Clarke, I'm gonna give him a 4. Based off friends alone, Issac sucks at making friends.
Issac Clarke, get the fuck off me.
He's lonely most of the time, and all of his friends that he does make try to kill him in the end.
It's me!
So it's kind of sucky for Isaac. I feel bad for him. He's just a lonely dude that misses his girlfriend. But all the friends he makes in the journey try to kill him eventually or hate his guts. So for friends, I'm gonna give him a 4. He does make a friend out of Ellie, which she's kind of hot. I'm gonna be real. Ellie was like my childhood crush as a kid for video games. So he does make friends with Ellie, but then again, she leaves him and dumps him for some dude, Norton, which fuck Norton if you ever played Dead Space 3. So for friends, Isaac gets a 4. Then we have Arthur Morgan. So Arthur Morgan, friends, if you know, you know. 10 out of 10, Arthur Morgan. His friends are awesome. We're like, Lenny! You know, like Lenny, you have Sadie, you have all these badass cool, you have Charles, bro, like literally 10 out of 10 friends. Arthur Morgan is such a cool guy, and he's done a lot for his friends. You can see that he cares about those people. He cares about his friends. He wants them to make it. He wants them to be alive. You know, he felt sad when Lenny and Hosea died. So you can see that he cares about his friends, and that shows a lot about Arthur Morgan. So 10 out of 10 friends. Arthur Morgan, what a good guy. I love him. Then we have Courier 6. So Courier 6, his friends are like his companions. So I'm gonna give him an 8. Pretty cool friends. He has like Boone, he has Rex. Oh man, I love Rex. Rex was such a cool character. I loved him. Then he has Cassie. You can even have a super mutant as a friend. So a lot of cool friends for the Courier. So I'm gonna give him an 8. Next we have quotes. So quotes, this is an interesting one that I think is pretty badass. So quotes, basically, what have they said that is memorable? What have they said that's cool? So for Issac Clarke, I'm gonna give him a 6 on quotes. He said some pretty badass things, but there's not that many badass things he said. I mean, there's one quote where he's like, bad idea, I'm full of bad ideas, or whatever.
Oh, it's a really bad idea.
Well, stick around. I'm full of bad ideas.
Is that what a good man does?
Good men mean well. You just don't always end up doing well.
That was pretty badass. So Issac Clarke, he gets a solid 6. Why not? Then you have Arthur Morgan. So Arthur Morgan quotes, give him a 9. Solid 9. He could even be a 10, but I'm gonna give him a 9. Pretty badass quotes. I'm gonna play them right now.
Maybe when your mother's finished mourning your father, I'll keep her in black on your behalf. Niggas be 13, 14 and already gay. Like, damn, nigga, did you at least try?
We're more ghosts than people. Like, that's fucking badass, bro. Like, anything he says is fucking badass. I love Arthur Morgan. His quotes go so hard. They're used in so many edits. I love it. Arthur Morgan, 9 out of 10. Then you have Courier 6. This is kind of unfair because Courier 6 isn't voiced by a voice actor or anything. So his score is going to suffer. It is unfair, but this video is mainly for fun. So Courier 6, I feel bad, but he's going to get a 2 out of 10. There's not that many quotes. I mean, unless you have a cool imagination and you say it cool in your head, I guess you can make the little text quotes cooler. But for Courier, 2 out of 10. He says some cool stuff, I guess, but not as cool as Arthur Morgan or Issac Clarke. So score has suffered a bit. Then we have combat. Now combat's interesting. I mean, we can literally sit up here for hours and hours talking about, dude, Issac Clarke and his plasma cutter and pulse rifle is totally gonna smoke Courier 6 and Arthur Morgan. No debate. Like, we can sit up here like nerds all fucking day talking about how Arthur Morgan fucking can use Deadeye and one-shot Courier 6 and Issac Clarke no problem. Like, we could talk like that for hours and we're literally gonna get nowhere. So for combat, I'm gonna give it to Courier 6. There's not that many points for combat because then, like I said, we could sit up here for hours and discuss, oh, they can use VATS, or Issac Clarke can use stasis, or Arthur Morgan is so good that he could just one-shot him. You know, we could sit up here for hours, so I'm just gonna give it to Courier 6. His arsenal is amazing. He literally has nukes, he has Gatling lasers, and all this futuristic stuff. And he has very strong armor. So Courier 6, I'm gonna give it to him. For combat, that's gonna be an extra 2 points. So we're gonna tally up the scores. Here we go. This determines who is the best video game protagonist of all time. So for Issac Clarke, he's gonna clock out at 25 points. Arthur Morgan, he's gonna get 35 points. Really strong score. Courier 6 is gonna get 32 points, which kind of sucks. I was hoping Courier 6 was gonna win at the end, but Arthur Morgan, 35, let's be honest, he is one of the best video game protagonists of all time. Just the character, his depth, how he cares about his friends. Like, when you literally beat Red Dead 2, you feel so like empty and sad, and you feel like you died. Like, after I beat Red Dead 2, I swear my life was just different. Like, I just looked at the world different. I looked at my friends different. Like, it was just that impactful. So Arthur Morgan taking the cake here is definitely not bad at all. Yeah, if you guys have different opinions, different thoughts, let me know down in the comments. I reply to all of my comments. You can look at all my videos. I reply to my comments. So one more thing before you go. If no one told you I love you today, well, God damn it, I do. Okay, I love you. Keep on going. Life sucks. Life is gonna knock you down. Life is unfair. Keep on going though. Have faith in God. Have faith in Jesus. Just gotta go through those dark days. Chop your wood, carry your water, do your daily tasks, make sure everything is right on your end. Work on yourself, work out, man. Life is gonna be hard, dude. I know, it sucks. We didn't sign up for it, but here we are. Subscribe, helps me out a lot. Each little like helps me out a lot. I'm still a small channel. We're barely at like 753 subscribers right now, so definitely helps me out a lot. Each little like, each little subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and until the next time, and bye.